Welcome to Smash Writing. This is Paul. This is Justin. Today we are reviewing a little film called X, a pornographic horror film.
I remember when this trailer dropped and I saw the premise. I'm like, this is fucking dumb. But here we are, an entire franchise later. I've circled back to it.
Here we are. So, fun fact: I don't know who brought this one up, me or you, because
I did.
Okay, because it was ironic enough. So, a little backstory about this film is like I was probably going to say something because like I kept seeing it on like Tubi and Showtime, and I was like, huh, what is this film? And then I kind of just forgot about it. And then when this list came out, when we made this list of stuff that we wanted to watch for this episode, I was like, okay, now I really have to watch this film. So, here we are talking about X. Came out in 2022. Now, it's 106 minutes long. It's an A24 film. Grossed $15.1 million. Good job. It was set in 1979, of course. We have pretty much like a little star-studded cast of like modern day people. Maya Goth.
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega, who's becoming like a modern day
A-lister for sure at this point.
Definitely for horror films, like a horror specialist. Here's a shocker: Brittany Snow. I did not actually recognize her in this film.
I do not know who that is.
Then Kid Cudi. Of all people, Kid Cudi as Jackson.
I know he's a singer of some kind.
Yeah, a very popular singer that definitely seems to be transitioning into acting. So this plot is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, we're going to have to really...
You're really going to have to watch what you say with this plot.
So,
without further ado,
this movie kicks us off. Well, we get this group of people who rent the farmhouse of this old couple called Howard and Pearl. They're renting a farmhouse off of them, somewhere for them to, crash out on. Make their adult entertainment film. Really go all out. And they arrive. You get some back and forth and some engagement going on between the group. And they arrive, and they're not telling Howard and Pearl what they're doing here. No. But they'll find out as time goes on, as Pearl's spying on them. And she's really got her eyes set on Maxine, the Mia Goth of the movie.
Played by all the same person. They're good actors.
Maxine and Pearl are played by the same person. But Pearl starts getting angry because she's really not happy. She was a star in her day. And she's now aged out. She's now an old woman. She's really looking at herself not in the highest of terms, and she's not getting any loving from Howard, because Howard's afraid he'll kill over from a heart attack. Which, come on, look at your age. Pretty sure that there are much worse ways for you to go at your age.
Mm-hmm. I would go there. I would love to go out that way.
And so Pearl, after a big argument with the two, and the husband storms out. She agrees to be in the film, I think, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He storms out and drives off, and is stopped by Pearl, who's just standing in his way. And he gets out to check on her, and she stabs him. And a very graphic scene follows on that one. So now she's starting to drop bodies. And Howard's trying to help her out. And eventually he does risk the heart attack for her. But it doesn't. Unfortunately, while that's going on, Maxine is stuck under that bed. And it does end up in a more bloodshed as they're dropping more bodies. And eventually it's just Maxine left. Howard goes down. And Pearl gets the shotgun. The best scene in the movie I've seen in a long ass fucking time. When she pulls the lever on that shotgun. And she goes flying fucking backward. And is down and ain't getting back up. And Maxine goes to leave and she's like, "You just gonna leave me here, you bitch? This is what's gonna happen to you." And Maxine drives over her body. But we do find out, too, that the evangelical priest on TV is actually her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's battling hard, I guess.
My goodness. Now,
And she drives off into the end credits.
we know. I didn't know, but during time watching it, there are two more films in this.
Yep.
There is a sequel and a prequel of sorts. So I'm assuming we are going to be reviewing those as well.
Yep, we will get to them as well.
Okay.
Next recording session, you know how this works.
So let's start off by what I was expecting.
I wasn't expecting this.
I was not expecting that. I was not expecting this at all. So as soon as they start, they're in that van and they're driving. So instantly, I'm thinking like a Texas Chainsaw style massacre movie.
Oh, I don't. I love the dirty, gritty camera film they went on this one.
Yeah, 100%. Now, as soon as they were making those scenes, I was like, okay, what exactly am I watching? And there was a brief second that I was like, okay, like this is not going to be what I was expecting. It's probably going to be trash. But I'm glad I finished watching it because it's definitely a good slasher film.
Really, definitely good stuff.
I love the older couple as being the killers.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy it because you wasn't expecting. You kind of figured as the movie was going on before the killing started, like it had to involve those old people somehow. But the graphic scenes of the killing scenes were awesome. I mean, definitely how they were killing everyone. That was off the charts excellent.
I do love that psychology too behind Pearl for just being jealous of their looks and that age celebrity of what happens when the lights down and your time is done.
Yeah.
And you can't let go kind of deal.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, that's the hardship, and like obviously, definitely if you're talking about a film in the 70s and her in her heyday, you're putting her into like the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
To where women's like
No,
wasn't talent.
I mean, you can still got problems today, but like, oh man, back then being woman in Hollywood was not good.
No, absolutely not. So you can almost understand why this may have
negative effect
on her. Then you factor in that you're renting out like your log cabin or on property or whatever farmhouse to virtually to people that are making a pornographic film. So one
adult entertainment.
Adult entertainment film. Now I don't know if the old people realized that at first, or was there? Because it seemed like
I don't think they did know about that
until like afterwards.
Yeah,
because like I would feel like instantly that would probably trigger their psychotic behavior that is like, hey, you're having adult entertainment stars.
Well, Howard probably wouldn't want it because it would just work up Pearl when he doesn't want to have the heart attack.
That's true. So I feel like they wouldn't have known until they started seeing what takes place.
And I don't think Howard ever did that.
No, because I think they were just probably loaning out the farmhouse for money.
Yeah, because Pearl was the one spying on them.
That is true. And that started everything because you got these attractive women. Now
I think Maxine's presence is what triggered Pearl.
True. Man, putting her in the basement, locking the door, and then her the way she was busting out of it. It was actually a fun ride.
I think that's Jenna who was locked in the basement.
Yeah. Jenna was locked in the. Jenna was locked in the basement. Now, I do find some plot holes wrong with this movie, simply on the director side of him being a star of the film, but then getting mad that his girlfriend needs to be a part of the film. And it don't seem culturally right,
Well, he doesn't want to use his girlfriend, but other people.
Yeah.
That's only a plot hole, though.
Yeah. like I said, but now you get like to the killings. You got the idea down packed of why these old people are going to do the killings. I love the fact that it's the old people doing the killings.
I'm telling you, that's why you put them on the ice float. Get them out of here.
and honestly, like you got to think about
in between killings, they're going 15 miles per hour on the road.
yeah. And then you got to think about like okay, the young cast, how the characters would never suspect being chased down by an 85-year-old. Like that's the best part because like okay, if you start seeing like weird stuff happening, the suspects would not be the 80-year-olds because you're like, oh well, I'm just like, here you got like I forgot the director's name, Wayne, and Kid Cudi as Jackson. So you got Wayne and Jackson being because Jenna Ortega's character Lorraine is RJ's. He's like the camera guy, and that's why like that's okay. Now that makes more sense. RJ didn't want Lorraine in the shots because it's his girlfriend, and he's not really in the adult side. He's just more paid for his expertise in camera footage.
Yeah.
But like you got Jackson and Wayne, the director Wayne and Jackson being like these strong guys, and you have to lure them away innocently because you're not going to compete strength-wise with them.
They're not going about just like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, like you're just not going to do it. And I think like, when we talk about slasher films, you always kind of look at like the more iconic slasher films. The killers are pretty much the Goliaths and everybody else is David.
Yeah.
The weird thing and a good touch is that
the roles are reversed.
The roles are reversed. Now...
And you see that with Pearl and Shaka.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you having those roles reversed really was a sweet touch to a genre that's kind of like drying up to give it a fresh idea. The shocking part is, like, I don't know, like, Mia Goth or Maya Goth? Maya. What other films is she in?
I'm sure she's in a lot. I just don't know them off by heart.
Because the only thing that caught me off guard was I was kind of think Lorraine, Jenna Ortega's character, would be the one that would grow.
This is like Jenna's breakout role.
Okay, so this was... That would almost make sense because if they knew what star they probably had, I feel like Lorraine would have gotten more screen time.
Oh, God, she was in Suspiria. Maya was in Suspiria. We reviewed that movie. We did not do good on that.
I have nightmares about that horror.
She was in the 2015 Frankenstein movie. 2025 Frankenstein movie, I mean.
Okay. Yeah, that's where it kind of coordinated when I was watching that.
Yeah.
But, oh, God. Yeah, that film still gives me horrors. Oh, man. So, any cons about this film?
I don't have any really cons to throw at this film. I thought it was a good time.
You know what? I didn't think so either. I love the twist of the old people being the weakling killings. I love that. You had the horror, the slasher side, and then you had the entertainment side. Like the comedy aspect of it, knowing like you were thinking you were getting a Texas Chainsaw Massacre style film.
Yeah.
Instead, you get people going to a location to film adult scenes, and this is how it all starts. Great.
Hey, I'm gonna give it an A.
You know what?
Oh yeah, A+. Make it A+.
What's my grade?
You're giving S tier. Ooh.
Yeah, I do not give them out often.
No, you don't.
I don't, and
You're the first one. You're the first S since we restarted.
Ha! Look at that. Ha! One for me. That might be the only one though.
I'm becoming more jaded in my old age. What can I say?
I can't name something wrong with this film.
No.
And when I really can't, then I'm going to have to give it its credit. You got an excellent cast playing their roles. You got a star-studded cast, with everybody that's on there, with Kid Cudi, Brittany Snow, Jenna Ortega, Maya Goth. You have all of that. You have a very clever story. And there's even some emotions, knowing like, would these old people kill other people if it wasn't for like the whole attractive women,
Yeah.
being done with Hollywood, and then they're coming to shoot something on your property.
Well, like I said, I think the only reason Howard did anything was because Pearl acted first.
Yeah.
So he had to protect his wife at that point.
There you go. So, yeah, S tier, first one of the year. What makes me nervous though is the next two when we do them.
I hear they get better.
They get better.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. This might be the next one. Might be on the next set of recordings because
Yeah.
I thought this was a perfect horror film.
Yeah. But when I've heard they get better.
I am definitely looking forward to it. Until next time, bye bye.